Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Spyro the Dragon. Today we're going into Cliff Town. Last episode I talked about my life as a filmmaker and it's also interesting. It's not really. Do you guys think that's interesting? Do you guys want me to talk about that more? Because I definitely could. I mean, there's a couple of things I can talk about indefinitely. One of them is like philosophy related things, which probably shouldn't get too deep into that because there's no path back there. Probably shouldn't get too deep into that because that's gonna get real old real quickly. Second thing is gaming related things, especially retro gaming related things. I can talk about it for pretty much forever. And then the last thing is filmmaking. Not as much films in general as I'm watching and critiquing them, because this is like my confession moment here, my big coming out. Yeah, I'm a filmmaker, I don't watch a lot of films. I really don't. Like I said in the last episode, if I count all the work I do between YouTube, school and filmmaking up together, I end up working about 60 to 70 hours a week. So I don't really have much time at all to watch films. That being said, I did watch like 40 episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5 days in a day the other day. So really, in that time I could have also watched about 4, 5, 6 films. But I prefer not to. Especially since it might sound like weird coming from somebody that makes them. I mean, I do make short films, not feature films. Not yet. I hope to get to making feature films at some point, of course, like everybody does. But I just kind of don't have the attention span to sit through a 2-hour film unless it's really good. I'd rather just watch something that's 20 or 30 minutes an episode. If I get the choice between watching 4 episodes of 30 minutes or one film of 2 hours, I'll probably most of the time go for the 4 episodes of 30 minutes. Which has to do with attention span and the feeling that I can stop every 30 minutes. I can, after every episode, decide, do I want to watch another one? Yes or no. With a film, I am dedicated to it for 2 hours immediately. Because when I start watching a film, I'm completing it. I'm not one of those persons who starts watching a film and then stops halfway through and then watches the second half later. Because honestly, that's not how they're designed to be watched. If you want to watch it that way, you gotta watch series. Right? There's a lot of good series, especially with Netflix around these days. And HBO, of course. Because there's a thing called pacing, which you just royally fuck up if you just start and stop watching at random moments throughout a film. It's just pacing and attention, you just kind of fuck it over. So if you're watching a film, you watch it from beginning to end or you don't watch it. That's at least my view on it. As a result, I don't watch a lot of films, because I usually don't get the dedication for about an hour and a half to 2 hours to watch an entire film. Which is why I do watch short films on internet quite a bit, because they're about 10 to 20 minutes usually, and that's exactly enough. And again, anime is a really good alternative, because after every about 20 minutes, you get to choose, do I continue watching? Or don't I? And usually I do, way longer than I would have watched for a film. But also the pacing there, and the story structure, it's way different, because they know they need to hook you for 20 minutes, but also tell a bigger story. Meaning that you get information at a different pace and in a different way. I don't exactly know what the difference is, how to explain it, but it's way different. The way... I mean, especially in anime, because it's Japanese, right? It's also different writing styles. But even in things like Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, they are more like Hollywood cinematic types of storytelling, but still they're different from actual Hollywood films, because they are in a different format. It's just that simple. they do have a lot more time altogether to develop a character. Breaking Bad is a really good example of that. The character development in that show is absolutely fucking amazing. Because if you do a film, even if you do a film trilogy, right? But even in a film trilogy, you need to have some development within the films itself. So even if you do like a Lord of the Rings film, you've got 3 hours. And in that 3 hours, you need to set up a plot, resolve it, have character development, have drama, everything within those 3 hours. Within like a series, you've got a lot more time to spread that shit out. Because if you do something like, I don't know, Breaking Bad has a couple of seasons and then like 30 minutes an episode, I don't remember exactly. You've got upwards of like 20 hours to tell your story, which means you can tell it in way more detail. And even Lord of the Rings, the extended trilogy, is 13 hours, I want to say, which is a lot for a movie trilogy. But that's still not a lot if you're watching a television or Netflix original or an HBO or whatever series. 13 hours, it's not a lot. Okay, so I see a gem over there. So that in a nutshell is why I prefer especially anime. I don't watch a lot of it since I still don't have a lot of time. Even though... oh shit. Even though I prefer that method of watching, it does take a lot more time as well at the end of the day, and I just don't have a lot of time, generally speaking. So I'm missing about 50 gems. Where are those 50 gems? Because I can see 7 laying there. But that still leaves me with 32 more. I could see a couple of boxes there, but those are not gonna have 32 in total. I mean, that's gonna be 10, 20, still need 12. Did I miss one of those cauldrons? I feel like that's probably it. I honestly don't know where they are. In later Spyro games, if you hold LNR 2, I think, sparks point in the direction of the closest gem. That's not a thing in this game quite yet. So let's see if I see anything sparkly in my view. The thing you might not know about Spyro the Dragon is that no matter how far away a gem is, you might not be able to see the gem, but the sparkle from the gem you can always see, no matter where it is and where you are. Okay, it's a start. It's 5. So I need 2 more. Am I right in that? Yeah, 2. So it's 1 green or 2 red gems. I'm gonna guess 1 green gem, and it's probably gonna be in a cauldron, which I missed. See, only... oh, no. Green gem, and that is that. Finished the level. How long did I talk about Breaking Bad and series and stuff? About 10 minutes. Let's quickly try to do the next stage. Which I don't think there's a lot of them left in this world, to be honest. Let's say... just 1. Which one? Oh, I know which one it is. It's an annoying one as well. I'm gonna spread this out over 2 episodes, probably. But Ice Cavern. Most annoying level in this world. World in this level, I wanted to say. That doesn't make a lot of sense, does it now? So even though I'm recording this like 3 weeks in advance, let me know if you like this kind of talk, because if you guys... fuck. If you guys like this kind of talk, that's all this channel is going to be from now on out, honestly. because I can probably talk a lot about that kind of stuff, because that is mostly what I do in my day-to-day life as well, so most stories revolve somewhat around that kind of stuff. Like funny stories that happened in my life, probably happened on set while making something. I mean, they're probably not very relatable stories, but do they have to be? And now I'm getting really meta again about content creation. That's the thing going on in this Let's Play, isn't it? Me being very meta about the fact that I'm making something for you guys. And also for myself, to be honest. I'm not just doing this because people watch it, because let's be honest, not a lot of people watch it. That being said, I haven't uploaded the first Spyro video yet as of recording this. I think it's going up on next Tuesday, next Monday? I don't know. I think next Tuesday, because I think yesterday was the finale of A Bug's Life and today's Friday. Monday is probably Final Fantasy, and then Tuesday the first Spyro episode. They've been scheduled, they've been uploaded, I don't know. Long story short, they haven't been uploaded yet, so for all I know this is gonna be very, very well watched. I just kinda don't think it will be. So, bottom line is, I'm not doing this because it's gonna get a lot of views, because let's be honest, it's not getting as many views as I would like. Crash Bandicoot did very well for a long time, getting about 30 to 50 views an episode, which is insane for my channel. Hopefully this will be close, because, I mean, Spyro, Crash Bandicoot, have some kind of relationship-ish thing going on, probably not. Anyway, I just do it because I like this game. And that's the thing, I'm gonna get really meta now. So if you don't like that, I'm sorry. Yeah, next episode is another episode for you. Gonna be honest here. I decide what kind of game to play based on what I want to play, but also based on how well certain games do. For instance, I have noticed that RPGs, as much as I love them, I love Final Fantasy, I don't love the reading included with it. Kingdom Hearts is my favorite gaming series of all time. I love doing those. You guys don't really love watching them though. So I'm going to turn back a little bit on the RPGs and the JRPGs. I might try to stream them. I'm gonna try streaming again because I have now finally found a way to live stream with commentary and then record the same footage with just the game audio. The reason I stopped streaming was because I couldn't do that. And I wanted to have just the footage. But now I found a way to get footage while streaming. And I just built an OBS, and I think it's a relatively new feature actually, because I don't remember it being there before. At least not that easily accessible. Maybe I just didn't understand it back then and understand it now. Either way, I'm gonna try streaming again. By the time this gets uploaded, I probably did my first stream. Gonna be honest. I just don't know if my internet's gonna like it over here where I live now. But low bitrate streaming is also fine. It's just I kind of want that immediate interaction. So I might stream those RPGs and then do the retro things on here, on YouTube. Because it's painfully obvious that the retro things like Crash Bandicoot and... I mean, Crash Bandicoot was a hype and it legitimately tripled my views for a month. The release of the Insane Trilogy. And it wasn't even on my Insane videos, it was on my old Crash Bandicoot videos, which my views in a month went from 8,000 to 22,000. That's insane. It's back down to 11,000 now. It's probably gonna get even lower as time goes on. But that really is quite insane. So I need 150 more gems and one more dragon, I think. So yeah, more retro type stuff. Things I know, things I don't know. I have got a couple of games which... shit. which I have planned. Both which I know and which I don't know. Of course, the rest of the Insane trilogy, the rest of the Spyro the Dragon trilogy, third game of which I've never actually completed. But also a game which a friend of mine has been recommending to me for a long time, and it's also a 3D platformer, but its like art design is very, very interesting. You guys might know the game Psychonauts. Looks like a very interesting game. Definitely going to be playing that sooner or later. So, and of course, I'm also getting more into the indie stuff now, because those make... Usually indie developers make interesting stuff, because if they just make uninteresting stuff, they don't sell, right? So they do experiment, unlike AAA developers, which is why I like retro games. Especially around the 90s and early 2000s. Game developers were experimental back then. Not as much anymore now. So the Spotlight series is a really good thing for that as well. So I'm rebranding my channel a little bit as far as content goes, and maybe even in the actual branding sooner or later. I'm still debating whether or not I want to stick with this brand and this name, or change up all my content significantly, and also change up like my channel brand and art, and possibly even name. Because I don't know. I'm just not sure if I want to stick with the name for longer, and this is again a really matter, and maybe I shouldn't discuss this before it happens, but I'm all about like being open about this kind of stuff. And it's not like I'm asking you guys to make the decision for me or with me. I'm gonna make the decision all on my own, and there's a really good chance that I'll just stick with the name and just go in a different direction with style of content. Just that, and nothing more. But there is a far-fetched chance that the name will change in the coming like half a year. Probably not, but there is a chance. Small chance, but still a chance. Also, did I get a key? Did I? Can I see if I got a key? I don't think I got a key yet. Oh, this episode has been very long so far. I'm not gonna split this up into 2 episodes. I'm just gonna run around a little bit and see if I can find that key, and then end up this episode in hopefully the next 5 or so minutes. Okay, so at least I found the key and 2 gems. That's a really good start, but now I have to get all the way back up there, which is annoying. Really annoying. And I think I'm not missing a dragon, I'm just missing 32 gems. That box is not gonna have 32 gems, I don't think. I can't see that having 32 gems. At all. What would it need to have? Like 10, 10, 5, 5 and 2 would probably be the best for 32. It's not gonna have that. It's gonna be too short, I think. Yeah, 2 more gems. I missed a green gem somewhere. This is gonna kill me. Yeah, so a random green gem somewhere in the stage. Really wish I had that Sparks upgrade right about now, which got introduced in either Spyro 2 or 3. I don't know. I really don't know, actually. I think somewhere later along the game in Spyro 2 you get that? As an upgrade from Moneybags, maybe? I don't know. Only thing I know is that I don't have it here and I could really fucking use it. You son of a bitch. Thank you all so much for watching this episode of Let's Play Spyro the Dragon. Until the next time, do not forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you have enjoyed this video, which hopefully you have, even though it was really meta and stuff, and I've got 3,000 gems already. Next time, we're getting ready for the next world. See you then. Bye.